Good Tuesday morning. This is 106.1 KYVZ. Joe Vazurek visiting once again with Chris Schrammick at Decision Weather and Atwood, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel. Chris, portions of the state of Kansas had severe weather late last night and early this morning. We woke up to a little bit of a thunderstorm locally.
Yeah, Joe, we got a low pressure that is now wrapping up over southwestern Nebraska. It swung that dry line and front through late yesterday evening. That tornado watch came out around 8:30 p.m. and then extended into the early morning hours. That activity now is in eastern Kansas and eastern Nebraska with the severe thunderstorms. There was an isolated tornado to the east of Wichita here an hour or so ago, but that severe weather activity is going to continue marching off to the east here this afternoon and to Iowa and Missouri. We will be doing some live coverage of that on the America Weather Streaming Channel. We're kind of testing and piloting that. But this low does have a lot of wind with it. We're in a high wind warning today. We saw the winds blow all day yesterday in that 25 to 45 mile an hour clip. Today it's going to be even more. We're starting out here this morning at 25 to 35 miles per hour. That'll pick up to 35 to 45 as we go past the lunch hour with gusts to 65. So gusts and winds that strong, definitely high-profile vehicles will be an issue out on the roads. If you don't get any of the scattered rain activity in the form of showers, there are some isolated rumbles of thunder, as we just heard here in Atwood, where you could get a quick 1/4 inch of precipitation. A lot of people won't get any, so there could be some blowing dust issues and all the things that are associated with that. Even with the lightning strikes, we got to watch that fire because the lightning could trigger fires, and it may not be wet enough to stop it in some areas. If you're lucky, you get more of a general rain. This is all mostly going to be north of I-70. Up there along that Kansas-Nebraska border. You might get a 1/2 inch if you get a couple of these showers to rotate through here this afternoon and some of that thunder. The winds won't diminish until this evening overnight. They'll go back to the south tomorrow at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Today's temperatures are starting out in the 50s. They'll climb to highs in the middle 60s. Lows will drop into the upper 30s. Tomorrow, we're going to go back towards 70. For our afternoon highs, the winds will turn back to the south at 10 to 15. And then we got another low pressure that'll develop on the Kansas, Colorado, Oklahoma border that'll move along the Oklahoma border tomorrow night. Could bring some scattered showers during the overnight. We're probably only talking a 1/4 inch at the most, probably just a few hundredths. Most of the moisture will be in eastern Kansas and Missouri. That'll start bringing colder air into the area. We're looking at after that 70-degree highs, those lows will drop into the upper 30s again. We're only going to be in the 40s for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We got another cold front that'll come through Friday night, Saturday morning. That's going to have rain and snow mix in it because those temperatures will be falling into the upper 20s and low 30s Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. That precipitation with that system looks a little better. Along that Kansas-Nebraska border again, we could pick up a 1/4, 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch of that rain-snow mix during that period of time. So that is our moisture situation going into the weekend. Going to be much colder there at the end of the week. We're going from 90s here just a few days ago, all the way to 40s and lows in the 20s. Following that, we'll warm back up to spring-like temperatures. We'll have a dry period through next Wednesday, and then probably more thunderstorm activity to finish off April and move into May with some rain and severe weather.
All right, sounds like a fairly active weather pattern over the next several days. Once again, that's meteorologist Chris Schrammick at Decision Weather in Atwood, Kansas, as well as America's Weather Streaming Channel for 106.1 KYVZ. I'm Joe Vazurek.